Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Federal's virtual booth, where we'd like to share with you Federal's vision of the future in our enhanced line of vertical merchandisers called the Vision Series. While none of us can be at the NAFED show in Orlando this week, we thought we'd bring NAFED to you and show you what we would have shown in our booth at NAFED with the Vision Series. So today we'll be talking about the enhanced version of our refrigerated models, our heated models, and then we will go through a lineup of a joined case lineup, very seamless look. So beginning with the refrigerated model, we took a lot of feedback from everyone and how can we improve our current RSSM design? And what we came up with was first a larger opening. We've enlarged the opening by 5%. How did we do that? We lowered the deck to by about 4 inches, so it is now only 22 inches off the floor. We opened up the ends visibility-wise, so by 12%. So what that means is a very inviting, appealing merchandiser as a customer shops. It kind of draws you right into the display case. End profiles, both available in curved profile and squared profile. And I know over the years, many of you have asked, how come I never see pictures of a squared RSSM or a squared vertical merchandiser? Because we didn't show it on our spec sheets. We only showed the curved glass. Well, not anymore with Vision Series. On Vision Series, we have separate spec sheets for a square profile, separate spec sheet for a curved profile. So dimensional information is all accurate all the time. Also with the ends, glass ends remain standard, but you can get solid ends with a mirrored interior finish. We also had this too as an option on RSSMs, but we really never advertised it. So again, on Vision Series, we brought that to light, and again, glass ends standard, solid ends with a mirrored finish is an option. Shelving. On RSSMs, all 4 shelves on a 78-inch tall case were the same depth. On Vision Series, there are 2 depths of shelves to give you a tiered effect. The top 2 shelves are 14.5 inches deep. The bottom 2 shelves are 16.5 inches deep. If you order a 60-inch case that only gets 2 shelves to begin with, you do get 2 of the deeper shelves, the 16.5-inch deep shelves. Let's talk about the depth of the entire case. For Vision, we reduced that by 2 inches. So RSSMs had a standard depth of 35 inches. We reduced that to 33 inches on the Vision Series and have an increased pack out, which is quite an achievement when you think about it. So 2 inches less deep, more pack out. One thing to note though is that our 30-inch deep option that we had on RSSMs, we will not offer on the Vision Series. Because it's already at 33 inches, we didn't feel that 3 inches justified setting up an entire option for a 30-inch Vision case. However, if you do need a slim profile case, our slimline RSSL, which is only 24 inches deep, is still in our portfolio, but it is not part of the Vision Series. So keep that in mind if you run into that application. One great option that we added to Vision Series that I'd like to mention is the reversing condenser fan motor. And this really means carefree maintenance. We all know that customers aren't very good at regularly cleaning their condenser, and we tell them on a monthly basis, right? So we have a reversing condenser fan motor option that you can get. And what this does is 4 times a day, every 6 hours, the unit goes into a scheduled defrost. And during that defrost cycle, the condenser fan reverses and actually blows out any debris that may have entered the condenser coil in that previous 6 hours. Incidentally, we've had this option on test for almost 2 years on our factory floor, so not the cleanest of environments. And after almost 2 years, the condenser looks beautiful. It's clean as a whistle. So it's a proven option. We're excited to have it as a carefree maintenance option. Another enhanced feature that we added with Vision series is our temperature controller. On our SSMs, they were on the lower, along the floor actually, and sometimes you had to actually remove the front grill to even access the controller. On Vision, we put it front and center on the upper left-hand corner, and the key change is that it now acts also as the case digital thermometer. It displays the actual case temperature. On RSSM controllers, all that you would see in a display is the numbers 1 through 9, which was actually the control setting of the controller. But now it reads actual case temperature. So that was a big enhancement as well. Cord and plug are now standard equipment with all of our cases, not just refrigerated, but heated and dry as well. So the entire family of Vision series, cord and plug is standard equipment. It was an option on our systems that you actually paid more for. One of the things that was on our must-have list when we went into the design of the Vision series was that it had to have the NSF Type 2 certification. And I'm happy to report that every size, shape, length, whether self-contained and remote, all of these Vision series models have that important NSF Type 2 criteria. So that was another huge enhancement that we did. Moving on to our heated merchandiser. Again, I'm happy to announce that we now have a 78-inch tall heated grab-and-go case. Many of you are familiar with our HSSM model, but that was only available in a 60-inch tall case. So with Vision series, you have your choice, 60 inches or 78-inch high. So with the 78-inch case, obviously we've added one tier of heated display, and we still have it so the controls are very accessible because each one is individually controlled, and packaging is a critical role in heated merchandisers. Because this is surface heat or shelf heat, the packaging, sometimes you could be using a hard plastic clamshell. You could be using just a paper wrap. You could be using a cardboard container. So again, you may have to tweak the temperature of each shelf depending on that, what you're merchandising on each shelf. And we make that very accessible in order to do so. One of the things I'd like to point out on this case is actually show you the curved profile of our Vision series. And if you have an RSSM in your mind, you're going to see a lot of lines, a lot of different angles, a lot of bump outs. You notice this curve is one sleek curvature, very modern looking, very, very European looking, and it's just real clean. So that gives you an idea of the curved profile. Obviously, we also offer a straight profile as well. Recessed casters, a very important option. As we move to our lineup, this is a very clean looking lineup. This is a heated case joined to a dry case, joined to a refrigerated case, all in a very seamless, clean, attractive lineup. Let me tell you just a little bit about the model number nomenclature of Vision series. Everyone knows what RSSM stands for, right? Refrigerated Self-Serve Merchandiser. Well, with the Vision series, every model number begins with the letter V for vertical or vision, if you will. The second letter is R for refrigerated, H for heated, or N for non-refrigerated or neutral temperature. This is followed by two more letters, SS, because they all are self-serve models. And then there's a series of two numbers, which is the length of the case in inches, two more numbers, the height of the case in inches, and then one less suffix letter, either an S or a C, defining a squared profile or a curved profile. So for example, this particular model right here would be a VH because it's heated, VHSS 3678, S for square profile. And that nomenclature carries throughout the entire product. One thing on refrigerated models that is similar to the RSSM is, because it's a very popular option, I want to bring this up, is the roll cover security night cover that travels on a track and you just pull it down and it locks. With Vision series as well as with the RSSM, available only in the squared profile cases. They are not available on curved cases because the track that the roll cover travels in, if it's curved, it jams and doesn't work. So again, that option is only available on squared profile cases, but with we conceal it very neatly, and it's a very attractive option. We don't mount it on top like some others do, so we don't add height to the case, and we cleverly conceal it with some screening of the glass, so you don't see that roll cover housing from the ends of the case. Again, I'd sincerely like to thank you for sharing this time with us so that we could share Federal's vision of the future with you. Thank you, everybody.